when you think big, it's easy to skip over the trials. It's easy to skip over what may go wrong. And I'm not saying focus on what's going wrong. What I'm saying is there's a level of adjustment and flexibility you need to have to be able to get the lifestyle that you're looking for. What's going on, everybody? I am Andrew Murray, and this is The Journey Together. Super excited to be with you back on episode 4. And today we're talking about self-actualization. And I know what exactly is that. And it's the ability to fulfill one's highest potential. It's the realization of the potential and then the achievement of it. And so for me personally, I don't think there's ever a point in life where you reach the highest potential. I think you can always strive for more, but you can get to a point where you realize I am unstoppable. I can achieve my wildest dreams. Now, this is extremely difficult. This is not something for the easy comers. This is something that takes extreme intentionality. This is something that you must practice over and over and over again. You have to practice your self-awareness many times. You have to discover parts of yourself. You have to start to transform, as we've been talking about in the past 3 episodes, doing all of those things on a consistent basis. In Maslow's hierarchy of needs, this is the highest achievement on that list. This is the peak of everything. And I'll actually talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs later in future episodes, but just know it's the peak of what our needs are. Now, this is super important because it allows you to grow in a state that is unmatched. Like, your mindset is always going to be focused on who you're becoming, right? A lot of people, including me at times, I can focus on a goal. I can focus on, again, this year I talked about getting a house. I can focus on a house. I can focus on putting more content out to teach you all things in your self-journey, right? But the most important goal, guys, I cannot stress this enough. It is not what you want out of life. It is who you become, right? If you become a millionaire, you have the mindset of a millionaire. So someone can steal everything from you, but you have the blueprint up here because it's who you are. And so you get out of life not what you want, but who you are. So realize that that's truly the goal. So with that mindset, you're able to really understand that everything, literally everything in life is for the advancement of yourself. Everything in life. And that takes maturity to realize, and I have difficulty with that in some areas of life, but everything in life is pushing you to the advancement of yourself. So when you focus on that aspect, when you focus on the fact that if I want to change things in my life, as we talked about on last episode of self-transformation, I have to change myself. Self-actualization is everything all in one. Arguably the most important thing in life. That's what I argue. I'm really biased on that. I believe everything is about who you become as a person, because anyone can achieve a certain goal. Anyone can buy a house. That's what they're built for. Anyone can buy a car. That's what they're built for, to be bought. Anyone can do these things, but you can't buy. Just because you buy a house doesn't mean you have a home, right? Just because you can buy the best health care doesn't mean you can buy health, right? So you have to really become a person of good health. You have to really create a happy household to get a warm home, right? And so it's all about the things that aren't really tangible that you can achieve through self-actualization by realizing your highest potential. So I'm gonna give you a few steps to take to better enhance your process in terms of your self-actualization. And number 1 is going to be just simply be present. Be present in the moment. I'll talk about next week about getting off autopilot, but just really be present in the moment in what you're doing. Be able to adjust, be flexible toward who you're becoming, and have that as the goal. In order to become and get what you do not currently have, in order to transform into something greater, you really must live by this in terms of being present in the moment, listening to people better, speaking with more intentionality, watching what you say to certain people. Step number 2, being very aware of the choices you make on a daily basis. For me personally, I have daily goals that I write all out, checkboard, check it off if it's done. And if I don't get those things done, then I write out the choices I made today with no regret, no fear or anything. I write out the choices I made and I just pinpoint, okay, should I have done that? And if everything lines up and I couldn't get these things done, it's because I had my priorities in line and I didn't hit my daily goals because of who I'm trying to become, right? Very important state. Maybe you're there, maybe you're not there in your self journey, right? But regardless of where you are, you need to be aware of the choices you're making every single day, because either they're progressive or regressive, and you need to know which direction you're in. And if you don't know which direction you're in, then you're wandering. And a wandering person means a wandering mind. And a wandering mind is very bad, to say the least, because your brain is somewhat built to get things accomplished. That's why when you get something done, there's dopamine, a sense of completion that fuels your body. So it wants to get things done. Step number 3 is going to be continually to self-analyze. And I know I say this a lot and talk about self-awareness a lot, but guys, you have to understand this is the foundation of being who you want to be. It's the foundation of making adjustments when you need to make adjustments, because understand, when you're on the route to achieve your highest potential, it's not always going to look like what you envision exactly to the T. So continue to self-assess and understand that you're not going to get there 100% of the way you envision it, because especially for me, when you think big, it's easy to skip over the trials. It's easy to skip over what may go wrong. And I'm not saying focus on what's going wrong. What I'm saying is there's a level of adjustment and flexibility you need to have to be able to get the lifestyle that you're looking for. So again, continue to have self-awareness. Step number 4 is going to be acceptance. Acceptance of the good, the bad, and the ugly. You are born here in the rarest of forms to be a human on earth. The odds of that in itself are so slim, so that by your existence, you are already in rare form. So understand that you are worthy of the calling you have. You are created creatively to have a purpose, to achieve the things you want to achieve, and to become the person you want to become. So this is the journey together. Write down below in the comments if you feel like you are in that self-actualization process. And if you're not, that's fine. Write some things down that may help you get to that state. So I am Andrew Murray, and I'll talk to you soon.